I was asked a question by somebody who is in the process of becoming religious, and her husband isn't. She wants to keep the Archakas and Nida, and her husband doesn't. What should she do? This is a complicated question. I'm not going to speak about this here in a public forum. I just want to tell you a story about a rabbi who his wife was giving birth, and and the nurse in the hospital, I don't know if she's Jewish or not Jewish, she said, Rabbi, I see you're not one of these crazy people, one of these crazy Jews who doesn't touch your wife during birth. And the rabbi said, yes, I'm actually am one of those crazy Jews. So the the woman said, that's interesting. The rabbi took an opportunity and said, ma'am, why do you think that you didn't notice that I didn't touch my wife during birth? So she said, I don't know. I said, I'll tell you why. Because my wife and I have honed our relationship to such an extent that we have a very, very strong relationship even without the touching. So our interaction during that very traumatic time of birth was so strong and so powerful and so meaningful that you didn't notice that I didn't touch my wife. It wasn't necessary at the time for me to touch my wife. And that, in fact, is the whole purpose of separation during the times of Nida. Right? If a man eats from his wife's plate or sits on the same bench as her, right, that's not necessarily going to bring him to transgress. But what it will do is it shows the importance of these actions. It shows how even the smallest things can highly impact the relationship. And these are things that we really have to know. These are things that are really important, and you can build them during the times of separation. So, if you're a married person and you're keeping Archakas, understand that this is more than just a time of separation. It's a time of building. It's a time when you can really enhance your relationship. And all those things which don't seem to have so much meaning, you can give them much more greater meaning. And this will increase your relationship by tenfold. We should all have great siyata d'shmaya to keep all of the halachas which have such wisdom. Our Chazal had such incredible wisdom, and they knew how to have the perfect life. Right? The way to have the perfect life is to keep the Torah. As Rosh Zalman Auerbach said when he was asked how he never had a fight with his wife for 50 years, he said, we kept the Torah. So we had the ultimate peaceful life of serenity. Hashem should help us in everything we do to be happy and understand it and get to the deeper meaning of what Chazal meant, because that ultimately is going to help us to have the best possible life, not only in the next world, but in this world as well. As Pascal said, right, if religion is true, it's great, and if it's not true, you have a wonderful life. We know it's true, and we know also we can have a wonderful life. Hashem should help us in this. Amen.